Couple arrested on a $1 million Lululemon theft. Idiots. Check it out.
A couple is behind bars after allegedly taking part in a $1 million shoplifting spree at Lululemon stores across the country. 44-year-old Jadion Richards and 45-year-old Akwali Laws Richards were arrested in Roseville. Brittany Urban has a deeper look at the allegations.
A duo suspected of shoplifting, swiping $1 million in merchandise from Lululemon stores across the country. Jadion Richards and Akwali Laws Richards, both in their 40s, are from...
Why they lips so black? I don't understand. All right, so I'm assuming it's from smoking because both of their lips look the same. And what I'm wondering before we get into the fact that they out here shoplifting, do smoking, because I know cigarette smokers, their lips be looking regular, they just stink real bad. But if you smoke trees, does it automatically make your lips black? Because I don't smoke. I don't do any kind of drugs. I'm not on no uppers, no lowers, no middles, no none of that. Is it when you smoke trees, do it automatically make your lips black? Because I didn't know that it made your lips black. Is it because you smoke it down to the nub so much? I don't understand, but yeah, they deserve to go to jail. They fit the profile.
From Connecticut, but their shoplifting ring hit at least 7 different Lululemon stores in Minnesota across the metro. This criminal complaint outlining the charges shows the last theft was at the Rosedale Center on November 13th. The next day, investigators connected the suspects to the stealing spree while they were at the Woodbury Lululemon where police arrested them. A search warrant led investigators to 12 suitcases inside a Bloomington hotel room with an estimated $50,000 worth of Lululemon clothing with the tag still attached. Investigators call it a sophisticated scheme to steal items from across the country, then return them in stores on the East Coast to receive the value on a credit or debit card. So, how did they do it? These charging documents allege the duo splits up. One person buys a few inexpensive items at the counter, while the other accomplice grabs items and stuffs them in their clothes. After the security sensors are taken off the legitimately purchased goods, they use a device to remove a sensor from one of the shoplifted items. Then they put that on one of the purchased items.
Y'all said they bleaching their skin too? And they stealing?
The last step, the whole group walks out of the store. When the alarm goes off, the shoplifters keep walking while one of the suspects goes back to the counter. Then the store employee removes the security tag the thieves reattached. The company estimates the financial loss could be close to $1 million. The couple did not work alone. They had accomplices. Now the court date for those charged is in December. They could face up to 15 years in prison if convicted. I did reach out to Lululemon.
15 years for stealing. And I think that they should do every single day. I can't stand people that steal, is thieving, doing all of the wrong things in society, and then they get away with it and then they get a slap on the wrist. I don't care what company you're stealing from. I don't care who you feel like don't deserve it. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands in your pocket and stop stealing. I can't stand a thief. Anyways, continuing on, sushi restaurant closes after a parasite is found once Keith Lee did a review on him. Bad, bad, bad. Check it out.
The Seattle King County Health Department is investigating claims made in a now viral TikTok post about a piece of sushi. The claim is centered around Fob Sushi, which has 2 locations in Seattle and Bellevue. They're now closed as a result of this TikTok post. KOMO News senior reporter Chris Daniels has been digging into this unusual circumstance. Joins us live in Seattle tonight with more. Chris?
Hi, Preston. Seattle King County Health tells me that it is aware of this video and the specific allegation made in this video that has now been seen 19 million times in a matter of days. The signs only tell half the story. A busy restaurant with an excellent health record suddenly shuttered.
I don't think a lot of people think that FOB handled it the best.
But Tanner Clemens knows it is all because of what happened online.
Hey guys, we see it, we saw it.
It is this, a food review by TikTok influencer Keith Lee.
But this as a sashimi, this high, 8.5 out of 10.
The video, when slowed down by users, appears to show something moving in that sushi, with users speculating it could be a worm. Something Fob Sushi argued initially over the weekend was false, and that the movement observed in the fish may result from natural elasticity or the pressure of the chopsticks. Lee responded,
For the restaurant to post a statement and indicate that me holding the sushi or me holding the chopsticks a certain way is why the sushi moved, I personally don't agree with it. Because I've had sushi 1,000 times and I held sushi 1,000 different ways, and never once have I seen sushi behaving that way.
And that's what led the owners to reverse course on Monday, closing the doors indefinitely at their Seattle and Bellevue spots to investigate and prevent it from happening again. Seattle King County Public Health tells Como News a food inspector attempted to perform an on-site review, but the business was closed, and it will follow up to make sure the restaurant is adhering to relevant food safety measures. Clemens argues the owners should have avoided blaming Lee for the unknown.
But that's one thing they probably shouldn't have done, absolutely.
As the old adage about any publicity being good publicity is now debatable.
Yeah, one way to kill your business is to get 19 million negative views of something that's moving inside of your food. That's absolutely horrible. But that's the society and that's the place that we live in. And so you got to take your L just like everybody else. But I think that they closed so that the food and safety and inspectors couldn't come in there and see what was really going on. That's nasty. Last but not least, a police officer was shot, another one in Chicago, and a woman was killed, I believe, by a knife this time.
Good afternoon. Great to have you with us. I'm Joe Donlin.
And I'm Erica Sargent. Now to more breaking news. An off-duty Chicago police officer shot and a woman stabbed on the northwest side.
Our Darius Johnson is live at the scene in Portage Park with new details.
I'm not a
about what
sushi guy
happened.
myself,
Darius?
personally.
Joe and Erica, good evening to you both. Right now, police have been focusing their investigation at the home
Yeah,
here
he
in the
did eat that
5600
worm,
block
too.
of Leland Avenue. If you take a look over my shoulder, you can still see that police activity. I can tell you a neighbor told me off camera that he saw a police officer who loves running throughout this neighborhood be put into the back of an ambulance. Take a listen at what we heard over police scanner not too long ago.
She was stabbed. He might have been shot. Well, it's over with. We got him here. The officer is injured. You know, like, so we get the ambulance here, get the notifications going, the MSI, and all the stuff with the detectives. And if you do put out a plate, put out that plate as soon as possible. Shots were fired by him.
Office of Police Accountability.
What we know right now is a woman was stabbed and an off-duty Chicago police officer was shot. That woman was taken to Resurrection Hospital in extremely critical condition. She later died. The man, the off-duty officer, was taken to Lutheran General in good condition. What we know right now is that the initial call came in was for a person shot. However, it's still unclear exactly what unfolded or how things unfolded. Several neighbors tell us off camera that they heard 5 to 6 gunshots before hearing police sirens and seeing police lights take over Leland Avenue. At the scene, we also saw a knife with an evidence marker near it. However, in the last hour we've been here, we had a chance to speak with some neighbors who tell us that they know exactly who this officer was, and you can still see back here on the scene what appears to be at least 50 officers on the scene, which also includes the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, who are now investigating this. Of course, once we learn more, we will let you all.
What else is new? It's Chicago. Another police officer, another one. I wonder if this police officer passed away, God forbid, will they let Brandon Johnson come to the funeral? Now, Brandon Johnson coming to a police officer's funeral has been is looked at as the worst of the worst. But we're going to get to Brandon Johnson today. But man, it's unfortunate because we don't show enough love to police officers. We don't show enough love to the boys in blue. But on the regular, we can count on Chicago always having a police officer in the hospital or at a funeral. And that's unfortunate.